Once, when this was a single realm, long before the Sigmarites, before the Deepkin and endless spells as well, before realm gates, Nighthaunt, grand alliances, before Bone Reapers and Double Turns, in the time of the old world.
Hello there, Wargamers, and welcome to another episode of The Land Before End Times of Fantasy Production.
Yeah, I like that. You kind of played it like you didn't know what it was called, and you
Right.
got kind of like fancy at the end.
I did. That's exactly
I'm not used
what
to
I
that.
did.
That's showmanship.
It's my twist. Now, today we have something unfortunate for Josh, something special, a request. So there were certain tiers, there were certain pledges. One of them was, I believe, if you paid a certain level, you could request a specific type of game. And this is a follow-up to one of those games. Someone wanted to see what it would be like to have ye old Witch Elf Death Star versus ye old Gut Bus. So, in the intro, we're going to go ahead and say we know who the winner is. Normally.
I think. I mean, like, we've talked about it a little bit, and, like, I've always been the mindset, because I think people have always kind of crapped on me for whatever list. Like, I don't really care. Like, I just like playing Warhammer.
Right.
So, like, I'll like piss and moan, but I'll play against any list. I really don't care.
Exactly. So it's Josh's reputation has preceded him, though. So this is a request, and unfortunately for Josh, he doesn't get to play a lot of Warhammer Fantasy. So this is like your 2 games this year so far.
I think no.
Or is it
well,
the third?
Yeah. No, this is my second game this year.
Like in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, no. This is my second. Yeah, sorry, second game in 2020.
Yeah.
So in the past, like since mini wargaming, when did we move?
April. Maybe.
Okay.
April of 19.
So like, I don't think I played for like a solid 6 months or more before we moved to the new building. And then since we've moved, this is my third game I've played.
Nice. So because of this special request, Josh only gets to play against the degen crap because people want to see Josh either overcome it or suffer. One of the two.
Right.
Either or is a win, right? Because it's always interesting to see Josh overcome a challenge, or it's always kind of fun to watch him suffer too.
Yeah,
that's what this person wants.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's ideally what it is. So it's Witch Elf Death Star. Now, funny enough, there is a man that this army is originally from. His name is Clarence.
Yes.
I know we're getting off rail here. Clarence is an exceptionally good Warhammer Fantasy player. And the list I'm using is all of his models that he didn't need anymore. Like he got out of Warhammer Fantasy, he sold his Dark Elf army, and I figured, well, these are good. I'll add this to the list. I'll add this to this list.
Wait, you haven't figured it out yet either. Okay, keep going, because there's something else funny about this.
Okay.
And you'll realize it in a second when you think about it.
Okay, so we initially the plan was to be Death Star versus Death Star, then the rest doesn't matter. But then we started figuring, okay, well, let's try and make a game out of this. I made the initiative on that one. I started adding things like Reaper Bolt Throwers, Dark Riders, Doomfire Warlocks, and then he's like, well, how do I deal with this cauldron? Cannons. Cannons are how you deal with it, right? So we added 2 cannons to his list. Oh,
that's my list anyways, though. It doesn't matter what I'm playing against.
But the double cannon is scary for the cauldron. I do have a 4-up ward save, but it could be rough. And now we're kind of going to like a pre-game show here. Regardless, I put my whole list on the table. I'm like, that's Clarence's, that's Clarence's, that's Clarence's, that's Clarence's, that's Clarence's. I think I literally just made the exact same list he played.
Okay, so now here's the funny thing about it. So when I was, in the early days of mini wargaming, I decided, my early days of mini wargaming, I didn't like any of the studio armies, so I went out and I know
where you're going. Yeah.
I bought a ton of different Ogre armies that I found in Kijiji. And then after a while, I had this massive collection. I went into Max Aggression Gaming.
Right.
And they had this pretty legit looking Ogre army sitting there.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm just going to buy this and sell off the rest of my stuff.
Yeah. Oh, because it's already fully painted, one coherent list.
Right, and like most of it, I think pretty much everything I have there, the vast majority of it is from that list. And the thing is, I remember saying to Dan, do you know who painted this? And Dan said, I got no idea. My buddy traded this army in.
Right.
And all that my buddy said is some little Asian guy from Toronto painted it. And I'm like, cool, I'm never going to find that person again.
Right.
And then fast forward probably about a year after I bought the army, and Clarence is down to film. And I remember him walking in, and I'm like, yo, buddy, how's it going? He's like, yeah, man, it's great to see you. And he just kind of walked right past me and went over to my shelf, and he's like, it is my army.
Yeah, it's Clarence's Ogre army.
So it's obviously not like his build for his army, but it's a lot of the
Right.
a good chunk of the stuff from it is there.
So we're both playing his old armies.
Yeah.
They've somehow gone made their way into Mini Wargaming's hands. I think he dumped the ogres off in what? Do you know?
No,
What,
screw Mini Wargaming. This is my army.
well, that's true. It's your army. Yeah, this is I'm playing Mini Wargaming's army. But you'll see in a second, I had to scale them up because they've been Age of Sigmarized. But hopefully you'll understand. It's actually to my detriment.
So that's the thing is that, I didn't screw around with my army. Like it's still like I could play.
You got lucky. They just decided to keep them on the same size base.
I could play Sigmar if I wanted, if I felt like it, but I stayed true to fantasy and made sure proper size bases and all that.
This was out of my control. This was out of my control. Yeah, and you got lucky. Games Workshop decided your bases stay on the same-ish base anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go figure out a scenario. But first, we'll take a look at the armies and I guess get to the game, right? I could ramble forever. You know what? Maybe you guys don't even want to watch this.
We're like 20 minutes into the video.
You know what? If you don't want to watch the video, you can just stop now because we're actually going to play a game now. So... Okay, well, let's see if I can remember all of this. Like I said, all this stuff got repurposed for Age of Sigmar, thrown on round bases, but it still works for Warhammer Fantasy because we got those cool demon movement trays, though everything is scaled up a little bit. And for the fast cavalry, the Doomfire Warlocks, and the 3 units of Dark Riders, it doesn't really matter what kind of base they're on. It's just, you have to kind of imagine their frontage. Them being fast cavalry, they can end up in any position I want them to end up, so the wheeling and all that stuff, it's not really going to come into play. So them being on those size bases is A-okay. Well, that is yet to be seen, but in the past, it's been fine so far. So this is 2,400 points on the nose of Dark Elves. And it's, I think, pretty good. A lot of it seems pretty good. So I usually have Executioners, but I got rid of, I used to play a lot of Mini Wargaming or Clarence's stuff and my own personal Dark Elves, but those were on loan from a friend, and I had given them back since because we stopped doing fantasy for probably over a year. I actually can't remember how long we stopped. But anyways, I gave them back. He ended up selling those, so I lost the bulk of those Dark Elves. Ironically, they ended up in the hands of Jackson, who's often nearby as well, except he's done his own thing with those elves, so I don't really need them anyways. It was mostly the Executioners, and actually it was pretty much only the Executioners I used. In the role of Lords for today's game, I have a Supreme Sorceress on a Dark Steed. She's going to be riding around with Dark Riders. She is going to be level 4. I'll roll for her spells at the end of this little showcase. Her abilities, or not abilities, her magic items, Dispel Scroll and the Black Amulet, or the Dark Amulet. Gives her 4 ward save. Anytime she makes a ward save in a challenge, she does an automatic wound back with no armor saves allowed.
You gonna find me in a challenge?
I only took it just in case-ish.
Do you want to settle this with a, is that your general?
No, Hellbrand's my general. She's gotta be my general. The highest leadership.
That's lame.
Yeah. So Supreme Sorceress here is not going to be my general. She's a level 4 wizard. She's got the... I only took that amulet because I had the points left over, so I said, hey, why not, right? I got nothing else really going on. I guess I could have taken one more Witch Elf, but this is kind of a cool relic. And whatever, shut up, I like it. Now, over here, we have a stand-in model for Hellbrand. I apologize. Lost the Hellbrand model a bit ago. In fact, I'm not too sure what happened to it, so we're gonna, again, the request is the old school list, so you have to apologize for the stand-in. Hellbrand is a named character for the Dark Elves. She is a beast for the Witch Elves. She will be my general, of course. Her relics, her magic items, if you're curious. She got a pair of swords, the Death Sword and the Dark Blade or something like that. Regardless, they're paired weapons. They make her strength 10, and anytime someone rolls a 1 to attack her, they take a strength 4 hit back. And she's got a talisman of, well, she's got a talisman, and what it does is anytime a magic spell affects the unit she's a part of, I get +4 to the dispel against that spell. So with a level 4, that'll be +8 to dispel anything targeting the Witch Elf unit. And of course, she's got all 3 of the Witch Brews built in, so she herself gets an extra D3 attacks. She will cause fear, and the unit she's a part of causes fear, except that's not going to matter against ogres. And the Witch Brew, it gives any model in the unit with Frenzy an extra. Frenzy gives 2 extra attacks instead of 1 extra attack. But the downside to the Witch Brew is my leadership is -3 when testing to restrain from charging because I have Frenzy. So I pretty much have to always charge. But she's leadership 10, going down to 7. I have 3 identical units of Dark Riders. And what that means is they all have a banner, because I had the points, so I figured I'd take them. I do sometimes charge with them, and I like the extra combat res with the banner. We have shields, musicians,
And, well, we need musicians for the swift reforming, and the repeater crossbows. Now, with the shields, light armor, and mounted, that does give them a 4-up armor save. And the repeater crossbows are multiple shots, strength 3, armor piercing, but on fast cavalry, pretty effective. All 3 of these are kitted out the exact same. We have 4 Reaper bolt throwers. These work, I'm damn certain, identical to the high elf ones, where they can do a single shot at strength 7, or 6 shots at strength 4 with armor piercing. At the same range, I believe. They're obviously elves, so they have BS4, and they're all war machines. Now, normally you're only allowed to take 3 special, but Dark Elves and High Elves can take 4 of their bolt thrower equivalents. And then for some rare choices, more fast cavalry in the form of Doomfire Warlocks. They're okay. They're pretty good. They have a 4-up ward save. Unless they're fighting against Slanesh, then they don't get their ward save. They have Doombolt built in as a power, and they have poisoned attacks with their blades. Now, mostly I use them for running around and casting Doombolt with extra dice, in case I don't need to do it with my Supreme Sorceress. Doombolt is 2d6 strength 5 hits, which can be pretty devastating. So all in all, with this list, I'll cover the Witch Elves in a second, they're the last thing I want to cover. Tons of shooting. Each squad of Dark Riders has 10 strength 3 armor piercing shots. We have the 2 Doomfire Warlocks that can potentially shoot out Doombolts, and there's a good chance that my Supreme Sorceress will have Doombolt as well, though I might take the power, the other signature spell that increases the strength of the unit and gives me more power dice. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the Witch Elf Death Star. Pretty basic. There is, I believe, 35, what do I got here? 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 Witch Elves in the unit, making it almost a full rank of 50. In fact, this is actually pretty good size with these movement trays here. The chariot takes up 12 slots on the tray, as it should. It's supposed to be in the middle, but because it's 10 wide, it has to kind of shift one rank to one side. Now with the Witch Elves, they have 1 attack, but they have paired weapons, so they have 2 attacks. They have Frenzy with Hellbrand in the unit, that's 2 extra attacks. They have 4 attacks base. The hero here, I believe is the Death Hag, can upgrade to be mounted on a Cauldron of Blood. Now the Cauldron of Blood has an innate spell, power level 3. I won't actually come up in this game. It makes it so Frenzy has 2 attacks instead of 1. That does not stack with Witch Brew, so there's no point in taking that or using that unless Hellbrand dies in the game. It itself has a 4-up ward save, but it gives the unit it's a part of a 5-up ward save if they're Witch Elves or a Hag of variant, like Hellbrand, Death Hag, or Witch Elves. Now, if there's any other characters in there, it's only a 6-up ward save. Also, oh yeah, it can join units, obviously. As you can see here, it joins units. It's treated as a character for the purpose of joining units. You can't have more than 1 Cauldron of Blood in a unit, so I can't be running with 2 of them. And the Cauldron of Blood itself also lets Witch Elves reroll wound rolls. So it makes Murder's Prowess, instead of rerolling wound rolls of 1, you reroll all wound rolls. Now, the Death Hag up here, the hero, will be a battle standard bearer, and she is going to have the Banner of Swiftness, which will be +1 movement to the unit. So the whole unit moves 6. And that is actually it for her. She doesn't have any other upgrades. Now, the unit itself will have a banner upgrade, the Razor Standard. So it gives the entire unit armor piercing. So they're only strength 3, but with armor piercing, that helps out a lot. Now, granted, they are strength 3. They have poison attacks, and they reroll all wound rolls. And with Always Strikes First, they'll be rerolling all hit rolls as well. It is a unit that can dish out a lot of attacks. The Cauldron is being pulled by 2 Witch Elves, so it doesn't quite have 10 in the front, but it does have 9 in the front. So with those 9 alone, that's 36 attacks from the front rank. And then I do get to attack 2 more ranks back. And that is enough of my rambling for the Witch Elves. Let's go on to the Ogres. You know what? I'll roll my spells up, then we'll go to the Ogres. Right, so here is the Lore of Dark Magic. It is Dark Magic, right? Yeah, Lore of Dark Magic. Hooah! Rolling these 4 dice, and I dropped 1. Well, so far I don't have any doubles, so I'm kind of stuck with things. So I have Word of Pain. That's pretty much the only one I wanted. Soul Stealer's not bad. Shroud of Despair, I do like Shroud of Despair. And Arns of Paul's Black Horde, couldn't care less about in this scenario. It is a magical vortex that tests against your strength, which is 4. So you only fail on a 5 or 6. And if you do fail, I do believe you're slain outright with no armor saves allowed, but you can take a single ward save, or a regen, obviously. But I'm not too concerned about that. It's save or die. I don't like save or die in the first place, and it's not even a good one against Ogres, so I'm definitely going to scrap that for one of the signatures. I'm not too sure which one yet, but definitely I'm actually happy with all those rolls because I didn't want Chillwind or Bladewind. These 2, I think I might go with Power of Darkness just because I have Doombolt on 2 other units. Right, now I want to note, ignore the lore attribute on these cards. These are actually the Wood Elf cards. I don't actually have the Dark Elf deck, so the only difference on the rules here is the lore attribute is not the Wood Elf one, it is the Dark Elf one. which says anytime I cast a magic missile, a direct damage, or a hex on a unit, and it's not dispelled, and I roll doubles or triples, I do extra hits at strength 1 with armor piercing against the unit I'm targeting. So it's just a chance to do even more, like, little prickly attacks. Now, I'm actually going to go Doombolt on the Sorceress, Supreme Sorceress, just because this gives me +1 strength on the unit, and I get to add D3 power dice to my power pool. And if I do roll a 3 on the D3, then I take a strength, or I automatically take a wound with no armor saves allowed. Now, I don't really care about my Dark Riders being strength 4, and I would have to get value out of that. I'd have to use 2 dice and hopefully roll at least a 3 up on the D3. And if I roll 1, I lose a power die, and I only get 1 strength. I'd rather just be able to shoot Doombolt 3 times if I wanted to. And one last rule I didn't go over was Hekarti's Blessing. I do this also for myself. I am rusty with Dark Elves. It's been a long time. I get +1 to cast anything from the Lore of Dark Magic, so she is essentially a level 5 wizard. Here we have Clarence's old army, Josh's now current army. What do you got?
Okay, so starting off, we're going to start off with the one Lord choice. I got my Slaughter Master. I'm uncreative at all, so he's a level 4. He's going to go Lore of the Great Maw.
You have to, don't you?
You must on at least one of them.
Right.
So if you have multiple Slaughter Masters or Butchers, you can get into some different lores, but at least one has to have that lore. He's got Crown of Command to give Stubborn, then Fencer's Blades and Glittering Scales.
Nice, Web Skill 10.
Yep.
Negative 1 to hit.
-1 to hit. Light Armor.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's him. We got the Bruiser BSB. He's got a great weapon, comes with light armor, and then he took the Rune Maw, because I'm terrified of everything that Luka's got.
Now the Rune Maw, on a 2+, you redirect a certain type of spell that targets you to another one of your units nearby.
Just something close by, and if there's no other valid targets within range,
It whiffs.
then it whiffs.
Okay, that's a very powerful banner, but necessary against the lore I'm bringing.
Then we got the Firebelly. So he's got his great weapon. He is just level 1. I took a Dispel Scroll and a Iron Curse icon.
Ooh, I should note, I too have a Dispel Scroll on my Sorceress. I forgot to mention that. You saying that reminded me. Iron Curse icon, that is against War Machines, right?
6-up ward against War Machines. I realized that my list wasn't actually proper, so like I just desperately changed things in the last minute.
So it's a random. I like the little random ad there, but it's not bad. I mean, it's relevant.
It's not a terrible item.
I got 4 War Machines, right?
It's something that I would normally kind of explore taking anyways. It's 5 points.
Okay, yeah. Just remember you got it.
I'm 12 points short on my list though, if I did everything right. So for core, we got the Iron Guts, 9 of them.
Oh, they're core, eh? I thought they'd be special for sure. That's really good.
No, they're not special at all. Full command, as you do. And then Standard Bearer, I kind of went against my better judgment, and instead of taking the Standards of Discipline, I just took the Dragonhide banner.
Oh, you took both, eh?
Yep, I've got both in there.
So what leadership does that make your...
8? Whatever. You know, I don't think the 1 extra leadership is going to save me.
You think it's going to be all or nothing?
Put the timestamp now of 1 leg. Make way by 1 leadership. So yeah, that's some core. Then I got my ogres, so 6-man unit. Additional hand weapon, full command, kind of the standard for them. Moving on to special choices, I have got my 2 saber tusks up front.
They die first.
Kitty cats.
I hate them.
I know you do. I think you're overcompensating a bit.
I think so too.
But whatever, you do you. Behind them, I've got my 6 lead belchers because I never run 6. They get a bellower.
Okay, you've never actually run 6 of them?
No, I have no idea how they're going to perform.
Okay.
Then in the back there, I've got the Mornfang Cav. 4-man unit with the heavy armor, iron fists, and banner swiftness.
What move does that make them?
I think it gets them to 9.
Woo!
Yeah, they're pretty fast, chunky boys. But they're still only toughness 4 and 3 wounds apiece.
Yeah.
So they still kind of die.
Monsters Cavalry, right?
Yeah. Everybody assumes that they're T5. Like the unit that I really want to get, which is the Rhinox Cavalry.
They are T5?
They are. I'm pretty sure they are. I'd be disappointed if they weren't, because I've been talking about them for a while. So, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If anybody out there has any of them, give me a shout. And
I'd be more than glad to take those off your hands.
yeah, I wouldn't mind buying up some of them. And then, yeah, 2 Iron Blasters.
And that's your rare, right? Just 2.
Those are my 2 rare choices.
So these are very accurate cannons if you're not familiar. They're actually super defensive cannons too, because they're chariots. They're not the easiest thing just to fly. Like I can't just throw Dark Riders into the side of them. If I get lucky, maybe I could, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Dark Riders might beat them, but it's not like the guaranteed win that it would normally be against other war machines.
Do you know what toughness they are?
Off the top of my head, I think they're actually T5.
You're right. And when the way their cannons work is you roll the artillery die. The second time you roll the artillery die, you can re-roll it to be a little bit more accurate.
It's not that you re-roll it. You actually you roll twice.
Oh, that's what it is.
And you take the highest.
That's way better.
Yep.
That is way better.
They get a slightly different misfire chart and all that. And
Right.
I think it's that they are, I want to say they're base like 5 wounds.
Yeah, being a chair. Yeah, they're just overall a great cannon in Warhammer Fantasy.
They are 170 points. They're not expensive.
Wow. They're almost twice the cost of a normal cannon.
But yeah,
But they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good.
I don't know. They're chunky boys, man. They're expensive.
And there we have some ogres. You want to roll up the spells?
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
bad. You get your pick with the 4s there. Though you got your troll guts.
No, I didn't because it's 5. So that's one of those 4s going to turn into a 5 pretty quick.
I'll just do that for you then. Boop. So we got Spine Marrow, Tooth Cracker, Troll Guts, and Brain Gobbler. Brain Gobbler's not the best. Brain Gobbler forces the unit to take a panic check. If they're immune to psychology, then it can't be you can't target them. But it's better than the Maw.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think I'm ever going to have, especially in something like this, I'm not going to have the dice to cast them off.
Right, and then Troll Guts obviously regen on a unit, or you can cast the bigger version to hit all units. Tooth Cracker gives you an extra toughness. Spine Marrow gives you, what does that one do? Stubborn. It gives you Stubborn. That's pretty good.
So yeah, because the big thing about the Maw is it's the big 15 to cast, but if I misfire with it, then I hit myself.
Right, I think I get to place a template or something like that.
Yeah. And guess what? Do you know what the Maw's excellent at killing? Multiple wound fat boys. Because you know what? It's not really great at killing anything else.
Right.
Like it's
an
hyper effective.
Whoops, battery died. Embarrassing. Anyways, synopsis is Maw sucks against elves, awesome against ogres, so if you misfire, I get to place it.
So if I misfire, yeah, you get to place it. And the way it works is that you do an initiative test. If you pass your initiative test, you get hit by a strength 3.
Yep.
If you fail, everybody underneath the template gets hit by a strength 7, and it does multiple wounds D6.
Oh, it's D6, eh? Woo-wee! That sure does kill ogres. Now we roll for the Fire Belly, who is a level 2, if I'm correct.
No, it's just Uno.
Ooh.
Huzzah!
1.
That's Fire Cloak, which I'll keep.
Cool. So at the end of every magic phase, if I'm in base contact with his unit, I take 2d6 strength 4 hits.
Yes.
Cascading Fire Cloak. Pretty good. All right, to the game. This is the table for today's game before and between the Dark Elves and the Ogres. You don't have to have a die in your hand, do you?
No.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Josh being a hero. All right, mission 1 to 5. Hey, not Watchtower. This is meeting engagement. This is the one where...
You're handing me something. We almost like held hands for a second.
This is the one where our things come in piecemeal, potentially. You have to roll for each of our units on a 1. They decide to show up, well, whenever we want, but not during deployment. And what are we 24 inches apart?
Or 12.
Okay. Oh boy. One of my favorites, meeting engagement. Now I got we deploy our whole army first, and then only the ones that roll 2+ can deploy. The rest have to come in as reserve, and you have to roll separately for each character and war machine as well. Not like war machines as one.
Yeah.
But look at that. We're 12 inches apart. Josh and I are gonna go ahead and roll out to see who has to deploy first, or gets to decide to go deploy. Whoever deploys first goes first. You have the power. Would you like me to deploy first? Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Which is the 2.
Player that wins the roll-off deploys first, but he cuts the table. He's cutting the table down this way, and he wants to deploy on that side. So I will be deploying over here. Let's go roll for Josh's stuff. Where would you like to start?
Okay, the Iron Guts.
On a 2 up, they show up. Okay, they're good.
Okay, the Born Fang.
All right.
Okay, the Ogres.
So far, so good.
We'll do both the Iron Blasters at the same time.
Yep.
They're fine.
2 kitties.
2 kitties. Kitty cats. They're showing up.
And the lead belchers.
Roll all my shit rolls when I get to my characters. Okay, Lead Belchers.
All right, and then we got level 4.
No, Fire Belly first.
Fire Belly first. Okay. He's good.
PSP.
All right.
Oh no.
You're fine. You're fine. Ah! So all that really means is that holds that unit back a little bit, because he can show up turn 1 and march into the unit.
Yeah.
But that means it's ideally what you said you wanted to do, anyways.
You fat lazy fuck.
So while Josh deploys, I'll roll for my character, Supreme Sorceress. She's good. Or Hellbrawn is good. That's not so bad. Technically, got to roll for the Cauldron. Okay, we're good. The Witch Elves are good. So we get my Death Star kind of thing. These Dark Riders, because they're not showing up. These Dark Riders and the other Dark Riders. So one Dark Rider unit's not showing up. The Doomfire Warlocks, one is not showing up, so one will be. And then the War Machines. They're all the same. So we'll have, oh, they all do deploy. Okay, so I'm listing Doomfire Warlocks and these Dark Riders here. Well, the very long and arduous process of deployment is complete. So Josh deploys first. He put his whole army first, by the way. You put your Mornfang Cavalry there. You have Lead Belchers in the woods. We are playing with random woods. When you deployed them, it turned out to be a Venom Thicket.
Correct, yes.
So it gives them poisonous attacks, but it's dangerous terrain for them. If they
Anything that attempts to move through it
is dangerous terrain. And then we have cannon, ogres, and the Iron Guts waiting for the Slaughtermaster to show up. Over on my end, I deployed Bolt Thrower, all here. 2 of them I deployed in the woods so they could ignore shooting through the woods. Unfortunately, the woods roll a 6, so they're Wildwood. At the end of every movement phase, I take D6 strength 4 hits.
It's roll for any unit at least partially within the Wildwood at the end of the movement phase.
Right.
On a 4-up, the unit suffers D6
Oh, it's only
strength
a 4
hits.
Gotcha. Still, that's kind of risky. I think I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll stick in there
Do
until
we have a call on like what's it go against the toughness of? Does the wood speed
them?
your War Machines up or your crew up?
See, it's, I don't know, because it doesn't say it's like a shooting attack, but it doesn't say it's a close combat attack either. Normally, the War Machines get hit unless they're charged in a close combat hitting the crew. We'll figure that out, but that's dangerous. I've got to get out of that. I mean, I could solve that issue just by moving out of it right away, but we'll figure that out later. I got Dark Riders out front, Dark Riders with the Supreme Sorceress in the middle, another Bolt Thrower, and my Doomfire Warlocks. Now, I am not going to be vanguarding because I spent enough time trying to figure out how happy I was with this, and I was more than happy with this. And of course, my big Witch Elf Death Star is deployed over here across the Mornfang Cavalry. And I made sure to deploy nothing within charge range of the Mornfang Cavalry so that they have to either wheel and march over awkwardly in that direction, or they just swift reform and go back that way. I don't know. Or they can just charge forward, though it's not a winning fight for them. But they could do some impact hits. Very passive deployment for the Ogres. Now, since I deployed second, I roll a d6.
Forget about this part.
If I roll a 1 to 5, you choose who goes first.
Yes.
On a 6, I choose who goes first. Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
You've seen that, right?
Shit a brick.
So you get to choose who goes
I'm allowed to
first.
swear on this channel, right?
I suppose so.
I think I do with Colin.
You can for it's out of Steve mind somewhat. I assume you want to go first.
Indubitably, sir.
So it's gonna be Ogre's turn 1. Now the question is, do you have any charges you would like to declare? Are you thinking, do you want to do some impact hits, or do you want to get them out of there?
No, the impact attacks aren't going to do anything. More than likely, what they're going to do is they're going to wheel and try to go as far this way as they can.
Right, and just kind of get in my back lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're treating these as more or less just for the looks. They're you can pass through them as you march and whatnot. And they move 9, so they can go up to 18.
Yeah.
And they want to wheel, I don't know, somewhat. We'll show you where they end up. So no charging though, right?
No.
Okay. So we figured out that if they wheel and go forward, they're still going to be in my charge arc, the back end of their bases. So we're going to go 4.5 inches backwards. My average charge is 13, so I think you're making it about a 16 or a 17-inch charge, and I move 6.
So yeah, from 4, because we were 12 away exact, right?
So you're going 4, you can go 4.5 backwards.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we started 12 away.
Yeah.
So I should be 16 and a half away now.
Correct. So that's going to be 11-inch charge.
Oh, terribly out of breath.
He shows up.
The general's gonna show up and join this unit.
Woo!
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
And that's it for their move.
I think he's just gonna move up. Kinda look, I don't know, over this way for some reason. It's only a 36-inch range cannon.
So you want to
But I
bounce.
can
That's
still-
still a pretty good shot. So you pretty much want to aim it as max range almost. Not quite, but a little bit back.
We're gonna thread the needle there.
Yep. And then shoot that cannon down at my Witch Elves as well. That's the whole plan of the cannons, right? Like, that's the whole point. They
No,
need...
well, the cannons show up in a game. Like, no matter what army, like, this is what I have for 2400, pretty much.
Right. The cannons are just a great brand. The cannons are just generally really good.
Yeah, I don't think I've never been, like, disappointed with bringing the cannons.
Unless they misfire right away.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times. These guys are gonna march.
Yep. And we're saying that this is the only thing that blocks the actual statue itself. So the lower part of the train, we don't care about.
And they're gonna do
A little bit of a wheelie.
and a little
Hello.
punch the boulder in true ogre fashion.
I'm gonna pretend like you moved the cats first, though. That way they
I
don't
don't want
get
to go. It's gonna be the same difference. I just don't want to go back and
Exactly.
fudge the movement up.
So the cat's gonna come rushing around the. What do they move? 9, 8, something
8.
ridiculous. Meow.
Like he's gonna die, but he's gonna die anyways.
Right. So he's gonna at least eat up a turn of my
He's
tree.
gonna die in glory.
My tree. Purposely making sure that if that dies, it doesn't make that panic, because that would be embarrassing. Now, what about this second cat? Is it gonna hold off?
Yes.
Just for later.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
Same. In all honesty, same. I'm just trying to play safe. So we are going to be moving in deeper into the woods with the lead belchers.
After some wheels and some all that, and they're gonna end up about there-ish.
What is the range of their shots, anyways?
24.
Okay. It looks like they're a little. Are they gonna be shooting this turn?
Well, they had to march.
Oh, they just marched. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to do dangerous range because it's venom thicket, so everything has to take dangerous range. It's spassy. So you just roll the 6 dice. Yeah. Boom. Any ones? Ooh, a 1.
Something bit me.
Ooh. All right. So at the end of the movement phase, these wild woods might go nuts and bang them up. So roll for that one on a 4 or more. No. And the other one? Ooh, yes. So we're just gonna roll a d6 if it's because it just says it takes d6 strength 4 hits, not as if it was a shooting attack. So we're on a 4 up, it hits the war machines, and this will be like the de facto rule because we can't really.
I'm 100% cool with this.
Yeah. So on a 4 up, it's war machines.
And we'll roll it. Do you want to keep randomizing each time it happens, or do you want to just have this be the set rule?
Yeah, we'll have that be the set roll. So on a 4 up, it's the war machine. It is, okay. So it's d6 strength 4 hits that target the war machine. 5! I'll let you roll that though. 6 is to wound it.
Show me potato salad.
That's still pretty good, 1 wound. I only got 2 wounds on him. Blink. After that, it's the winds of magic time for Josh.
Whoa!
6.
Okay, cool. I got 2 channel attempts.
I will have 1. I do not.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to throw the cage up now.
Flame Cage from the level 1 Fire Belly.
I'll throw 2 dice at it.
What's the casting value?
I think it's. I don't know. It's not much.
Alright.
We'll get there.
So you roll a total of 8. Probably good.
I think it's.
I will also 2 dice stop that. I get +4 to this though instead of Josh's +1. So I do. No cage.
2 dice left. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 3 at Toothcracker.
Okay. Wah!
Get it?
And then, okay. I mean, I'll just let you have it.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
You're a real pal.
Toothcracker gives him toughness 5. Yeah, toughness 5, that's fine. Yeah, go.
Okay.
What's the last one?
I'll try to throw Spine Marrow on them on 1 die. Oh, sorry, Lore Attribute, 2 up.
Right, so yeah, go ahead and explain it.
I would get a wound back if I lost any, and I got +1 to cast or dispel my next attempt.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we're just gonna go try to put Spine Marrow on the unit.
It gives him stubborn.
Yep.
So that's a +5, that's an 8.
Yep.
I'll try and stop it. I do.
Very good.
Starting with this cannon, we're gonna aim 10 from. Are we gonna? Yeah, just.
Because I'm not really focused on how many Witch Elves I kill. I'm focused on trying to.
It'll probably hit 4 ranks. So
Yeah.
it'll hit 4 Witch Elves, then that. Obviously on a perfect hit. So the first artillery die, ideally a misfire for me. 2, so it's 8 from the back of it, and then you get to roll twice and take
Yep.
the best result. So okay, obviously
Probably not that one.
8,
Okay.
so that's 10, so it hits perfectly. So that's a total of 10, so you aim from the back, so it hits like there and then bounces through. So it's gonna hit 4 Witch Elves and the Cauldron.
Do the Witch Elves first?
Sure. 2's to wound him. That's 3 wounded Witch Elves. The Cauldron does protect them with a ward save. We'll take 0 dead Witch Elves. That's a 504.
Screw you.
Now see if we wound. We also hit her as well. Do you want to see if we wound her?
Sure, we'll wound the gal on top.
Yep. And then ward. We are not okay, so that's how you lose your BSB. Damage. BSB's dead.
Yep.
That's easy kill. No. Bah.
And then the Cauldron.
Cauldron.
Wounds on a 4.
4. And I make my ward.
Okay.
But that is a good kill on the BSB. I'll be honest, she always dies. I'm not surprised. Then, second cannon, 10 from the
10 from the back of this again.
right. So it's gonna be
The goal.
somewhere around there. So the first artillery die throw, a 2. So same kind of idea. And then we're rolling twice, taking a 4. So that's 608. Oh, that's a total of 608. So the 6 then.
Okay.
It's gonna hit 2 ranks. I had to look us off of Hellbron. Oh!
You 2 carries, you're gonna make your ward save.
That's what I was thinking. 2 up ward, or 2 to wound, and then ward. Yeah, oh, this is how Hellbron dies. Oh! Yep, she's dead too. Alright, well, if the game's gonna be easy, the game's gonna be easy. That's the cannons, folks. And it does hit 1 more Witch Elf. It does. Oh, I gotta get dice. 5 up ward! Because the Cauldron's still there. That is a fail. That is 1 more dead Witch Elf. Blink. Boo, so these 2 cannons already quadrupled their, well, I guess together they doubled their points, losing Hellbron and my BSB.
It's one of those I'm not quite surprised. I figured something like this. I figured I was either going to lose my cauldron right away. Actually, I'll be honest. I thought I was going to lose my cauldron right away or both my characters. I was trying to keep it.
Honestly, I thought there was no chance. Like,
right. To me, I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm like, whatever. I'll just make my 2 up logos there. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna roll a 1. I know I am, and it just happened.
As soon as you did, I'm like, yeah, but there's no way he's gonna fail. Like he's gonna make it.
I know. I'm thinking my ward, right?
We can have that fun tense moment.
Oh, there's no tense. I'm like, I was thinking like, let's make it tense. Let's make it cool. I'm like, I'll just. No problem. I was gonna play it off cool. I'm like, oh no, I'm failing. Oh no, he's gonna roll D6 damage. Oh, my worst nightmares have come to brew. Well, this game just went from very complicated for Josh to probably an automatic win, but we'll see.
But here's the thing: is I'm way out of position to fight the stupid thing.
Right. That's the cannons. Cannons. Turn. Good turn.
Turn.
Excellent turn. That is how you play ogres. So we're gonna go to turn 1 for the Dark Elves, where I don't have any charges. I can tell you that. First thing I'll do is march the Witch Elves forward towards the Mornfang, not showing the movement because that tray refuses to move on this mat for some reason. It's a fight. So it looks awkward trying to move it. Gonna march this Rhinox Cavalry. We're gonna go through the woods though, which is not ideal. We've already pre-measured, so I know that this guy is gonna end up here. I have to do a dangerous terrain check for every one of these guys. And could be scary. Could be very scary. They are fast. Their movement 18 when they march. We are going to go for the musician and the banner. Oh, rip banner. And the other guys are fine. Rip. The poor horse had a horrible accident. And then the Wildwood's is going to beat us up at the end of the movement phase here. This terrain piece is actually a giant hindrance to me on this whole battlefield. This is not great. I actually am not too pleased with the outcome of all this nonsense. Then the Doomfires move there. This fast cavalry unit actually kind of just stands still. Don't want to be. I gotta clear out some of this crap before I'm a little overly aggressive. Now I know. Oh, maybe I shouldn't block this, and I should just take the negative hits on them. Yeah, you know what? Their hits aren't as important. I am gonna opt so the Reaper Bolt Thrower fires at its full potential. And in fact, we're gonna put her over here. You're gonna go over there. Fast cavalry. It's a wonderful thing. I mean, if it does stuff, I suppose it could opt to do nothing. Reinforcements in my movement phase. I nearly forgot about them. Josh reminded me. We got Dark Riders out front and Doomfire Warlocks in the back, showing up on my one long table edge. Now it is time for Zaviled Wood. It's going to be kind to me this turn. I can feel it. Those Dark Riders on a 4. Yup, D6. Yup. All right, there you go. Ahead and roll her up, Josh. It's 5 hits on my Dark Riders. They're probably dead.
They're T4 or T?
I think they're T3. Okay.
Oh, well, only one matters.
I do have a save against that, which we fail. You know what? Oh, that's my musician. I can't even legally take him. Dang. I wanted, because he's actually in the charge arc of the ogres, so I should have reformed them a little bit better when I moved through the woods. That, my friends, is a Panikin in the movement phase. They're okay at 7, though. Bolt Throwers, the one that already took a hit, is okay, and the one that hasn't taken a hit yet is also okay. Okay, Woods. Thank you. The woods are kind-ish. So we're gonna enter the magic phase, and we're gonna roll up some Vins of Magic. I'll only get 5, and I have a channel. Actually, I have 2. I would have had 2 channels. I got 2 channels now. Actually, I have 3 channels. Sorry. I have 2 units of Doomfire War. I forgot about the channel last turn. You get a channel. So you get 4 to my 5. These Warlocks here are just gonna 5 dice Doombolt at the cannon. We get it with a miscast. Now, miscasts on them aren't that bad, but I have to read the rule on that. And to note, for the lore attribute on Dark Magic there, I rolled only a double, so I only get an extra 2d6 hits on them instead of 3d6. So here's the 2d6 strength 5 hit. Please, dice! Thank you, got a 5. Yes, blessed 5. T6?
Yep.
5's to wound. Oh, we got 2 wounds. Okay, sure. Minus 2.
So we do 6 up.
Oh, we do 1 damage. And then for the lore attribute, 2d6, strength 1 hits, which is 7. But these are armor piercing. Ah! So we have 2 wounds at minus 1.
Not bad. 3 up. Or sorry, 5 up. The other way. Oh, okay.
0 damage. Stupid thing, self-flat armor. So he'll be down to 4. Now for their miscast roll, they ignore the chart. They just roll a d3 and take that many wounds with no armor saves allowed. So okay, we're gonna roll 3 wounds. I have a ward save on them. We're gonna lose 2 Doomfire Warlocks, which, my friends, is a Panikin. The leadership. 6. They stay. Luka breathes a breath of reprieve. He's terrified now. Things aren't going well over here, so we're gonna start with this bolt thrower shooting through the woods. A single shot at that bad boy there. We don't suffer the penalty because we're in the woods, so just an open shot hitting on a 3. That's a 6. This wound's on a 3. No armor save. Oh, just no armor save. So it just takes d3 damage. 1. 6, 6, 1. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to play Blood Bowl. He's got 3 wounds left. Next bolt thrower into him. We hit. We wound. 1 wound left. Okay, I'm gonna calm down here for a sec. All right, these guys here are gonna shoot into him because I want to save the bolt throwers for anything else. Okay, they have repeater crossbows, so they have 24-inch range. So they ignore moving and firing. No, sorry, they're quick to fire. So yeah, quick to fire is only they can stand and shoot at any range. Now, we did move and we are multiple shots, so it's hitting on 5s. 6 shots on 5s. We got 1 hit and no wound. And then this back squad's gonna fire at him as well. Same penalties, except these guys are shooting through units, so hard cover, so they're gonna be -4, they're -2. Hitting on 7s with these ones. We have 1 hit, maybe? Yes, that is a hit, so I'll put that over there with the rest. 6 more shots at 5s. We got another 1 hit, and these are 6s to wound. Oh! Yeah, I'm losing hope here. This bolt thrower is gonna try and take a shot at it. Oh,
Single shot, bud?
I don't know, because I wound on. The problem is I wound on 6s. That toughness 6. Yeah, single shot. Why not? YOLO. All right, missed. Next one. Aha! And I killed it. I killed something. Are those guys within 6?
More than likely. I think I messed that up. Survey says yeah.
Is that exactly 6?
I mean, like, it's close enough.
So that will be a panicking for them. We just measured. They're about 5 away. So their leadership 7.
I got the general
right about there. So
Yep.
using his of 8. Let's not see a 9, buddy. Oh, it was so close.
They're fine. They don't care.
They're fine, and we made sure the cat was more than 6 away. So bam, that thing. I do kill it though. Now we're gonna fire these into this cat.
Yo, leave the cat alone.
Unfortunately, these 3 are gonna be behind hard cover, and moving in range. And multiple shots. So -3 on these 2 because they're too far away. So 6s. Okay, we got hits there.
Oh,
man.
leave them alone.
We got what has it got? 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Now these guys have 6 shots that are hitting on 6s first of all. Nope, they all miss.
Oh, okay.
And no wound either. They tried.
Cat.
That cannon absorbed everything. That cannon
it
crushed my dreams twice. Twice it has crushed my dreams.
Oh, I almost peed. I laughed so hard.
The issue here is we built the Dark Elves up so high. We built them up. We built them on top. We're not I guarantee I'm gonna end up conceding
you
this
remember
game.
the intro where you're like, hey, we already know who. No, here's the thing: is that like, I'm still probably gonna lose because I'm gonna do dumb stuff.
I think that I will. My prediction is I'm keeping my cool now, but it's a facade. it's just.
I'm actually kind of scared because like we're playing after work, so nobody else is here, so I'm a little scared if you try to murder me. Like,
if this keeps up, I guarantee I'll break at some point, and I'll probably end up conceding before our Death Stars even get into contact with each other.
Really? Why?
We'll see. I'm at a pretty good level mentally right now, but we're gonna find out soon. I've hit that threshold where I'm acknowledging in the open I am frustrated, but it's not bad. But it could get worse.
I'm just realizing your hair's getting more haggard like as this game's going on. Like, it's just kind of poofing out as you keep.
Woo! All right, it's on to battle round 2, start of the Ogre turn. Charging stuff. Yes.
I am not fully cognizant of how all of this works. So I mean, like that's gonna be like a 10.
Yeah, because I made it so it was about a 10-ish, I think.
Yeah. I think they're gonna charge in here.
Ooh. Well, if I run away, I run off the board, so I will take it like a Dark Elf.
Yep.
It'll at least force you to maybe take a dangerous terrain check on one of those ogres, and they'll maybe take a wound. Huzzah! So they're going to declare a charge against them. They're going to hold. They'll stand and shoot. Why not?
Sure.
2 of them are at -2 for stand and shoot and multiple shots. One of them is stand and shoot, multiple shots, and range. So these are -2, 5s, and these are 6s. We got 2 hits. With wound on 5s. And that just does it. You only have a 6 up, right?
Yeah, they only have a 6 up.
So this is armor piercing. We do 1 damage.
Okay.
I feel like a big Dark Elf now. Yeah. Inflicting pain. Is there any other turn? Cat?
Into this one.
This one here. So no reaction there. And I think that's it for over here, I imagine.
That's I believe gonna be it for over there.
And I assume you're not. I assume you're not doing that charge over there. Do you feel bad now and you just want to throw me a bone?
Okay, so there's that, but there's also like I could move back another. Okay, so how close are we?
Right. I guess my charge is getting inevitable too, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're. Could you still have the banner of swiftness?
No, you killed that BSB.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you sniped that.
Okay, so I could get like 10.5 away.
Okay.
But your move, yeah, you're gonna get me. So,
you might as well do your impact hits.
boys, we're gonna have to clear the charge.
Well, we have to hold because of frenzy and psychology, immunity, all that good stuff. So we got charge there, charge here, charge here. Which order would you like to resolve these in?
I don't think it really matters a whole lot, so we'll start with Kitty Cat here.
Kitty Cat, it's got Swift Stride, so you can roll. I think it's got Swift Stride.
It does, yeah.
And meow, it's in. Because it moves 9.
Moves 8.
Oh, moves 8. And it's going to be able to avoid...
But either way, yeah.
It's going to avoid the woods, too.
Meow.
The wild woods only hate elves here. Or at least the elves, maybe this is your natural habitat. So you're already well aware of this, and they're like, oof, look what they're doing over there.
Look at those idiots dragging these bolt throwers into the woods.
Yikes! These guys, what do they
5-inch charge.
Okay, that's not bad.
Because we were 11 away.
Yes. That is, that's an ogre charge. I forgot that was a rule. Is that just D3 impact?
They're D3 impact each, yeah.
Gotcha, okay. So you would wheel from where you were and then come in, but I think you're gonna be able to.
Either way, I'm gonna
end up there. We have 1 dangerous terrain check on your guys. Wait, no, because you're infantry. This is not the venom woods. This is just normal woods. You're fine. Like I said, at the end of the movement, you're right. It'll hit you. So that charge there, good. That charge there, good. You can just go ahead and move them in. Oh, ogre charge. That's right.
They get it automatic. I realized that after I rolled it.
Oh. Bring it on in. I want to feel like a big man and kill some, really great Mornfang cavalry.
Moo.
Moo.
Are these guys gonna do a little march-a-rooney?
I assume they're gonna have a hard time moving on the mat, much like my one. They're doing all right.
They're not terrible.
That's 2. They could go up to 12.
They're gonna go another 1.
That's 3, and then go 9 more inches. Forward! Bad guys, go!
Cannon's just gonna kind of cannon himself over to here.
Right. He's. You know what? The assassin, the marksman ogre. He's going for that
This
guy?
one wasn't the marksman. Yeah, he's gonna go for him.
I thought they both killed something cool.
He killed the BSB.
He killed the BSB, and this one, the dead one killed Hellbrun. Ah,
Yeah.
sweet.
Actually,
Yes.
yeah, they both.
Vindication. Nice.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were so excited to kill it.
I wanted to make them panic and hopefully run away. And
Okay.
also, I don't know, it's scary, so killing cannons feels great too.
Kitty Cat.
Yeah.
I moved him 6 so far, so I can go another. 12, is that math? No, 10.
Does it only move? Oh, it only moves 8?
Yep.
Gotcha. Oh, you better believe I'll charge that cat. Oh.
These guys are gonna burst forth from the woods, I think.
Yeah.
No, because then I don't know what I'm gonna do over here actually.
They could just.
Because I'm trying to think. I don't want them to get in the way.
Right.
I don't know. They might just kind of hang out and scratch their bellies in the woods there.
Okay, that's acceptable as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with holding back for a bit. They're not shooting at anything if they move forward. They're just acting as a screen, I guess.
Well, I could get them here and then like shoot through hard cover to try to put shots into you.
Oh, that's true. Can they do it on a normal move?
Well, okay, so it'd be 6, but they're only gonna get to really like here. And then yeah, it's 24-inch range. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, look at some shots.
Oh
Anyway,
god, I'm ruining everything.
you could do it. That's where they end up after moving and wheeling. Now we got some dangerous terrains on 6 of them. 1s. Oh, they're safe. Like I said, this is where they live.
love the trees.
They're used to this area. They know how to fight here. After they make their happy move, we're going to come to this wildwood and it's going to continue to beat the crap out of stuff. So
Now, I'm just gonna put it out there. The remain and play spell still on. How do you want me to remind you? Like, how do you want to mark that?
was it the Cascading Fire Cloak?
Yeah.
Was it the one I stopped?
No. Stop the other one.
Stop both. I
You
left.
left Fire Cloak. You left Fire Cloak out, didn't you?
I 2 Fire Cloak and I 2 the 1 die you threw.
Oh, it was a Toothcracker that got through.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Shut up.
We gotta do tree stuff. I'll roll for you, you can roll for mine. 4 up for your guys. Oh, hey!
Hit.
Hey, I'm surprised they're brave enough to come over here. Why do you get 3 hits? Now you get 5. So I got 3 hits, wound on 4s. It's 1 wound. I guess you don't have a save against it.
Strength 4.
4,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
And then you get, I'll let you do against me.
Okay, so we'll go these guys.
Woods are brutal today, guys. Oh, God.
3.
So 5 up save, because I gotta
wound you first.
you know what, I failed the first 3 saves then. How's that sound? Yeah, there we go.
How does that work?
Wait, you rolled 3, right? So those are 3 wounds, and I failed 3 saves.
Yeah, so they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Oh, I guess I'm just standing there scratching my belly again.
Well, I don't know how that works. I'm really disappointed we rolled a 6 on these trees, because it's a really weird rule. And I'm sure there's someone out there who's laughing at us or calling us morons, because we're probably doing something wrong, but whatever. Screw you, buddy! These guys.
I can't even overrun her.
I think you'd be able to overrun still.
No, there's nothing for them to fight.
I don't know, man. You roll for these. Just kill that crossbow.
The crossbow that's already damaged.
On a 4? Oh!
No.
You know what? They got used to it. Oof. How many hits? Oof. 6s to wound.
Double 6s. Bam.
Oh, that does
One.
take 1 life, though. There we come to magic. 6.
6,
Sure.
2 channels.
It's an okay number.
Okay.
I have 3 channels because I got the 2 Doomfires. We get nada. So I get 4 again.
And the 3 dice Toothcracker.
Okay. Well, that.
I still get it.
I mean, I'll let you have it.
Okay. Lore attribute.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get +5 to this next cast. Or you can save it for a dispel.
You got how many dice left?
I got 4.
Oh, I want my fire clone.
Spine Marrow next.
Spine Marrow trying to go here.
What is the big cast? We have to increase the value of it to make
The
it
big
longer.
cast is on a 9.
Okay, so you just need a 4 on these dice. Well, that's certainly a 4.
Bam!
So you rolled an 11 in total.
Yep.
I'm gonna 4 dice that, and I stop.
Oh, bully.
Now that brings us to shooting. We have Lead Belcher and Cannon. What do you want to do?
I'll do cannon first.
Canonin?
Canonin.
What is its target? Are we thinking this guy?
Yeah.
10 from the back of him?
Yes, sir. We're...
Looking for a misfire. Oh, we have a hit, so it doesn't really matter what you roll because it's just gonna go off the table.
Yep.
2 to wound. Oh,
Oh. Okay.
interesting. I guess you clipped the. No, that's an important part. I don't know what you did. You did superficial damage. And now these Lead Belchers, only 4 are in range to shoot at
Yep.
my Doom Fires. I know they ignore some penalties.
They ignore move and shoot in multiple shot.
So not range. That's
They don't
pretty much
ignore
it.
range.
Under BS3?
Yes.
So they hit on 5s. Okay.
But then there's hard cover.
So they hit on 7s.
Yep. So how many shots? That many.
That's pretty good.
Okay. 6s into 4s, I think.
Correct. Oh, we got a hit.
1. Boom.
Strength 4.
Yep.
Winning on 3.
Wounded.
Aha. We have a ward save because we're being hunted by Slanesh. We take a wound and we lose a Doom Fire. I don't know. We'll go this way. Actually, no, that might make that charge. We're going to go this way. And I only rolled a ward save because it goes through my 6-up armor, if anyone's curious. And that brings us to the combat phase and cat fight. I go first.
Your test, sir.
I'm not going to be afraid.
Lame.
I got mine Toon Elves. We always strike. Oh, nope, we fail that. And we don't wound either. Unless you're T4, right?
T4 on them. Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna give you the bite.
Gonna give me some Blight Strength 4.
Yep.
And that kills 1. Wait, yeah, kills 1.
Yep.
Blink. And that's it, eh?
That's it.
Well, here's hoping I hold. 3. I don't know why I rolled a 1 die. We pass. We're leadership 8 down to 7.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. You charge. I fail. That's what I said. Totally.
Oh, okay. I got confused.
I didn't know. I'm trying to make myself look like I messed up.
Oh, okay.
So the combat result is you charge, you killed 1. I'm actually down to leadership 6. I roll a 7. I do fail. So you got him.
Boom.
Huzzah! There is Kato there. Okay. Then we have. Ooh. Hello. We got that fight. Gotta roll panics on them as well because I'll check him. I think he might be too far, but these ones I gotta panic. Panicking there? No. Panicking there? No, they're good. And I'll roll him anyways, then check. Now we're good. Now we got the big fight. You obviously cause fear. I am immune to psychology, so that doesn't matter. But we have your 4 D3 attack hits. Okay, pretty average-ish.
Show me 2s, I assume.
Strength 5, yeah.
Yep.
1 fail. We got the ward save because of the Cauldron of Blood, so we pass 3, fail 3. So it's going to take these 3, and these are going to go towards the combat resolution. And then I go with Always Strikes first. So we have 9 Witch Elves in the front. They currently only have 3 attacks each. 1 base, pair of weapons, and Frenzy. So it's going to be 27 attacks from the Witch Elves. And I say 9 because there's 2 on the Cauldron, taking up the 2 slots. And then I have 2 extra ranks of supporting attacks. Only 1 attack each, though. You only get to support with 1 attack. Actually, I don't have 9 in the front. I only have 8 in the front. So it's going to be 24.
Because of the
yeah.
width of the unit, yeah.
Yeah. So that row on the end there won't be attacking, but we are going to have 24 attacks with Witch Elves on the front, plus 8, so 32, plus 6 for 38 attacks. Oh, wow. The Witch Elf attacks first! I forgot to add the extra attack for the champion, so that's in there now. Hitting on 3s because of higher weapon skill. But we also have Always Strikes first, and higher initiative than our opponent. That means we get to reroll the ones that didn't hit. That was a hit.
It was a 3, yeah.
Reroll. 1 miss. We got 1 miss, folks. 38 hits. 6 6s, which is pretty average-ish. That's poison, by the way, so those automatically wound. Now, 5s to wound. And normally Murderous Prowess, the Dark Elves have, lets me reroll once, but I get to reroll everything because of that Cauldron of Blood, which is a very powerful rule. There's a couple more. Alright, these are the, oh wow, the reroll for the upgraded Murderous Prowess. And
Not
these are
bad, sir.
Yeah, that's an exceptional roll. These are with Rend, or AP1. Armor Piercing is the rule in Fantasy, because I have the Razor Standard, so it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 24 saves. That'll bring him to a 3-up. Wah! I would have also accepted if you rerolled it. That's okay.
Yeah.
I like the aggression. So, how many wounds? Oh, I actually killed a couple of them. Not so bad.
I get parries.
Oh, that's true. We do have parries. We do have parries.
Still gonna kill some.
Ah! Oh, no, parry stop 2. Kills 2 exactly.
Kills 2 exact, yeah.
All right, that does stop a butt ton of attacks.
Oh, yeah.
And you may proceed, because that's all I've got.
Thank you, sir.
One guy's got to attack the Cauldron. The other one is free to attack either or.
I'm trying to think, because I'm not gonna win this anyways. Maybe I just put all the attacks in the Cauldron and, like,
Chip away at
hope
it.
for getting some wounds off of it. It's got how many wounds?
5 wounds, toughness 6, with a 4 board.
Okay, let's try it.
All right, so all attacks in the Cauldron.
The Ogre Riders. Hitting you on 4s.
Okay, we got the 2 hits. What kind of weapons do they have?
Awful. Just hand weapon.
Okay.
Then I'm looking for... I'm only strength 4, so 6s.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
And then we have the actual mounts themselves.
The beasties.
Morn Fang.
Same thing, 4s.
Yeah, not bad. That's at least average.
Yep.
5's to wound. We got 1.
What?
Okay. Well, oof. Ward. Oh, we take a damage. That's something, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then you get 1 stomp attack against the Witch Elves.
Yep. 2 to wounds.
And we ward it.
Okay.
There'll be 4 wounds left on that bad boy there. And that's it for combat res, but, you know, we'll do yours. You charged, you killed 4. You killed 3 and wounded Cauldron,
Yep.
and you got a banner. Now, on my end, I've got a banner. I've got 3 ranks.
Yep.
And I've killed 6.
You've done 6 wounds.
So
I've lost by 4.
So I'll take 2, and then I'll put 4 back in. I win combat by 4. Their leadership down to 3.
Correct.
They will boogie woogie. I have to chase. I have frenzy.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll a 3. Okay.
Just switch ride this then, yeah?
Yeah, you do. And you're gonna run 12 directly away.
Yeah, I think I'm off the board.
Oh, we'll see.
The banner blows up.
Oh, the banner's dead. That's right. That guy's probably gonna survive. Yep, he will. It looks like he will. Looks like he ends up about just like what, half an inch away from the edge of the board there.
Yep. Not even, well...
Oh, like millimeters!
There, yeah.
Millimeters! Could you be so kind as to move me up 2? Because I actually don't 3, I chased 3.
Okay.
And that's where we end up. For these guys, pretty sure they get to reform or overrun. There's nothing to fight, so they obviously don't fight.
Called Steve.
Yeah, we called Steve.
We called Steve at home.
Steve's word is law. Yep, so 9, and not quick. Now they just pretend like they do a charge, so you try and maximize.
Oh.
Bam, bam, bring them all in. Yeah. What's up?
Hello.
And that is something for me to deal with on my turn. And with that, that will end the top of turn 2. We're going to move on to the bottom of turn 2 for the Witch Elves and the Dark Elves. Doomfire Warlocks are going to declare a charge against Cat A. Cat A will...
Why?
Cat A will ask why. Cat A is philosophical.
I don't know what the right call is. I'll hold.
Alright, Cat A will choose to hold. And then from this charge, the Witch Elves will declare a charge against the Lead Belchers.
I will stand and shoot.
They are all in arc, and we've determined it's in the flank of the Lead Belchers. See, it's a 7-inch charge for me, it's a little ambitious. And if I do make that charge, I'm in the pretty okay position for cool stuff, but we'll see. It all depends on good dice rolls. I need good dice rolls. Now, I will let Josh go do his stand and shoot.
Okay.
So correction, they are slow to fire, no standing and shooting, though Josh may consider a different plan.
I might.
So Josh's plan,
My brain hurts because I'm thinking too much, so I'm gonna hope you roll bad because I don't want to figure out the math on. I think they'll probably just end up fleeing off the board.
right, what did it look like for them to flee off the board if they fled? What was it like?
Well, like it's because it's this weird.
Was it like a
here?
10? Yeah, because of the weird angle from
Yeah.
if they chose to flee, so I guess you could
'Cause,
run off the
like,
board.
2.5. Probably no. If I rolled like an 8 or something, I'd probably run off the board.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'll declare that charge. Unfortunately for me, it's a 7. I have no way to alter that. That's going to be for my charge. I'm going to roll this one first. I can't fail. Oh, wow. What a roll. What a roll. What a roll. So this is going to go to the front here. They're just going to go... Because of the size of my bases, because I'm playing with bigger bases, I'm going to try and keep it that way. It normally would be 3 fighting, but I'm just going to play it as 2 fighting.
Just to keep it simple. That way I'm not changing anything across the board.
Whatever you want to do.
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. At this point, like, I've had enough fun in the game that even if I lose hardly, I don't care.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
whatever. Like, I've had my fun, and like, I'd almost rather you win at this point, because then like we both come into the game having fun. Because I have a funny story about turn one, and then you have like
I still won
after
right,
that.
Yeah.
So
like, how did I win? Kind of thing, right? For dramatic effect, we're gonna roll. We make it.
Oh, poo.
Whoa, what a roll. Okay, so I gotta finagle it, but I'm pretty sure just by looking at it, it's pretty good, but we'll let you know in a second. Voila! I just barely snuck past that Mornfang Cavalry, clipped in, closed the door with one wheel. Now, I go on through my remaining moves. I think we're gonna go ahead and abandon this side as these 6 ogres are gonna rampage through my lines and just annihilate everything. We're gonna see if they're march blocked. They are not march blocked, so they're good to do as they please. We're gonna end up moving to there. I got nothing else really crazy to do with them, so sure. Now, these Dark Riders would love to kill this cat. Love to kill this cat. Killing this cat would be great. So we're gonna try that. I was thinking about charging into it. We're gonna go, oh gosh, do we dare touch the woods? No, we don't. No.
Just do it,
No.
you coward!
No, we do not.
What's the worst that can happen?
We are not going to touch the wood. I was thinking about getting my Supreme Sorceress over there to mess them up a little bit.
Yo, she getting a challenge.
She could get into a challenge. So we're gonna end up moving there, and we're just gonna shoot him with crossbow bolts. That's gonna be for movement. So
Do you want me to roll?
yeah, go ahead, Josh. You go ahead. We'll start with which one do you want to start with? They're both equally hard.
You pick which one, and I'll roll.
Okay. 4 up. Okay, he's
No,
good.
he's fine.
Number 2.
We're gonna roll this dice instead.
That's fair. Okay, smart. Oh, D6 hits. 4. All right. 6 is 6. 1 6 ends this Reaper crossbow thingy's like. There's the beard. All right. So we're just gonna go kill him, which will cause a panic on that guy, and a panic on them too. Oh, how I love you, sweet wildwood. An ode to the trees that grief me so. So that's the Reaper. He's fine. And then for them, I'm pretty sure she's a lord at level 9.
Yeah, you're.
She's got to be good. We're gonna double check.
What's she called?
She's a Supreme Sorceress.
Oh, they're all.
So she is 9. Josh did give me a little scare. He said, "Oh, they're only 8," and I believed him because we've been so honest with each other so far.
Pull a little sneaky on you there.
So we're happy. He's happy. Everything here is happy except for Jim. He's dead. Let's do some wins. We're gonna get 8 dice. Okay, it's a respectable number. I still have 3 channels. We're gonna get still 8 dice. You're gonna get 5 dice. She's going to 3 dice Doombolt into cat. We get it. I also rolled a doubles. So that means in addition to 2d6 strength 5 hits, it'll take 2d6 strength 1 hits with armor piercing.
I feel like unfortunately the cat's going to die, but it's a matter of like, do I want to make you do more work for it? Because those
Right.
crossbows are going to just kill it. So you can have that.
Okay, so 2d6 strength 5 hits. It's 9. What's the toughness? 4-ish? And dead. Okay, got the cat. Now we're gonna Doombolt from the Doomfire Warlocks into that. Ah!
The canal?
Miscast.
Okay. And triples.
And triples. Yeah, so that's gonna be 3d6 strength 1 hits. And then they're gonna take d3 wounds. You know what? I'm just gonna do that now before I forget. They're gonna take. Okay, well, they're probably dead. Oh, probably not dead. They actually take 1 wound. We'll lose you. 2d6 Doombolt! That's 6. 5's to wound. 1 wound at -2.
Beard!
1 damage. And then 3d6 little stabby attacks from the lore attribute. 10, 13. I need 6s. We'll get 3. Hey, that's something. That's something.
That's not bad.
-1, so 5 ups. I do 2 damage. He's got 2 wounds left. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Now they would take the wounds from the miscast, and now they panic. I'm going to double check to see if they're 8. Most elves are 8, but they can be weird because they're a weird unit. Yes, they are 8. So they are okay. Now, we're going to go on to shooting proper. We're going to fire this bolt thrower. Single shot into that cannon with 2 wounds left. We hit because we ignore the penalty of the woods. We wound, no save. Oh no, he's got 1 wound left. Oh, we were so close. We do have 1 more. It's long range, I believe. Okay, well, I could do 1 shot at -3 that hits, but it wounds on a 3, no save. Or I could do 6 shots that hit on 6s that wound on 6s, and you have a save. I'm just gonna do the 1 shot. 1 shot. Oh!
No. Leave him alone!
No! Dang it, dice! Why do you do that? Okay, well, whatever. We tried. Now, in a perfect world, I would have killed it. They would have failed the panic check. They would have ran away from the Witch Elves being the nearest unit, off the board. And then I guess that would be a nice clean game. Warhammer Fantasy, folks.
Fancy.
Just know that could have happened. Anyways, we are going to go on to the close combat phase because we're done with shooting. Now, you know what? If Jim lived, hit. Oh, I like to torture myself like that. Let's do this fight first. I have always strikes first.
Fear me.
I wonder if they're immune to fear. But they pass anyways.
Whoops.
4 attacks from the Doomfires on 3s. Actually, what's your weapon skill?
On the cat, weapon skill 4.
Oh, wow. That means I'm rerolling the 3s as well. Hitting on 4s. Okay, so no poison though. No poison. T4, we do 1 wound to the cat.
Okay.
Cat strikes back. I should probably attack with the horses, though. I think your cat's probably higher initiative. Only the riders
I'm
have
initiative
horses.
4.
Ooh. The horses do go at the same time. They're surprisingly initiative 4, but they will miss. They don't have always strikes first. Cat attacks back.
Okay. Looking for force.
Yes. Scary.
Meow.
Meow.
3s.
Cat gets me every time. Okay. Ward saves. We fail one. You
I
make one.
bit a guy.
You bit a guy and you murdered him. So combat, I win by 1 because I charged.
Yep.
Cat leadership equals hot garbage. It's down to leadership 3. Oh,
Almost.
so close.
He almost stuck around.
I will chase.
Okay.
We both have Swift Stride. I roll a 6. You roll a 6. I catch him, but I go 6 forward. We'll take that 21 point cat out of here,
Yes. Thank you.
and then we're just gonna go forward 6. Go Doomfire Warlocks go. Look at you, being a rare choice, killing a 21 point cat. So impressive. All right, let's just do this. Fear check. I owe you.
Yes.
Fear. No. Attack hits because you charged.
Yep. I counter strength 5 here.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 3s or 2s to wound.
2s.
Minus 2 to my save, so I have 4 up to a 6 up, which will stop none. So that's 3 dead guys. And then I get to strike back. That's going to be your dead. Where's my musician? He's in there somewhere. There he is. So technically, we're going to close it up together, but you still get all your guys attacking. 2 attacks with my Dark Riders. We have 1 hit and a reroll, which misses for always strikes first. And wounding on a 5. Rerolling 1s. We fail that. And then my horsies go first, or before you do.
Yep.
What's your weapon skill?
3.
We do get a hit. The 3 misses. And we fail to wound as well. So you may retaliate.
This many.
On 4s.
3s to wound you.
Okay. Well, still enough. Strength 4.
Yes.
5 up. I stop 1, and they die horribly.
Okay.
Would you like to reform?
I will reform.
Okay. Now, I want to let everyone know this is happening because I made a horrible move with my musician earlier. Now, they rampage through my lines, and I must run. I must run hard. Oh, man. There's going to get... Oh, man. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. They are going to reform there. And then these Doomfires are too far away to panic. Now we have the exciting fight.
So exciting.
So exciting. I do impact hits with the Cauldron. D6 plus 1 impact hits. It's going to be 2, sure, okay. And we are wounding on... let's see if it has... I don't know if it has Murderous Prowess. It says close combat attacks. I'm going to assume that's with your actual attack characteristic and not impact hits, so I'm okay to say those fail. And then I will do a bunch of elf attacks. So I only have 3 on the left attacking, and the 2 Witch Elves on the Cauldron get to attack as well. Yep. They currently have 3 attacks each, so that's going to be 15 from the front, plus 6 more supporting attacks, so 21. Okay, here we go. We're trying to make our way to that Death Star fight. We got a bloody trail to make though. We are hitting on weapon skill 3 on you guys?
Yeah.
So we hit on 3s, rerolling with always strikes first, and 6s are poison. That was a 6. Rerolling. Pretty good hit overall. 4 misses that time. And we have 6 wounds. Oof. 5s to wound the big fat men. And we have 3 wounds. And rerolling for the Cauldron, enhancing our Murderous Prowess for another 11 wounds in total.
11.
With the Razor Standard, that is no saves.
So that's he takes 2.
Okay.
They take some.
They will take a lot more.
So that's a grand total of what? 8? I've taken 8 so far.
And it kills 1 more model.
Yep.
Okay, and then you get a strike back with 1 Ogre and Stomp.
Yes.
And there is no fear because I'm immune to psychology.
Get him, Earl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put these on the Cauldron.
Sure.
I think.
I don't know, up to you.
No, I'll try to kill a couple Witch Elves, whatever.
Okay, 4s to hit him. Not bad.
Watch,
And
here's the 6s I should have put into the Cauldron.
3s, 2 as. There you go. Only 1 wound. Ward save kills an elf, and I'll step on an elf.
Yes.
Or can you do stomp attacks sideways? I'll see if I made my ward save anyways.
Okay.
I actually think you can only stomp forward. I could be wrong. But kills 1 elf. Thank
Yes.
you.
Good
And
trade.
would you like to double 1s to stay?
Yeah, I think I'll go for the double ones to stay. I'll opt for that.
No need to do combat res there.
Have you got a banner close by?
Yep, you get to re-roll that if you would so
Let's
choose.
try it.
Look for double ones. I will chase because I have to, because
Okay.
I am the Witch Elves. I will roll a grand total of 9.
That's pretty good.
That's actually a really good roll. And I catch.
All right, I get, yeah, so they're dead.
And this is where we end up. Look how sad that is, folks. We were very close to overrunning into them. Now we're unfortunately in the Venom Thicket. We already have poison attack, so it doesn't benefit us. It only hurts us. So we have a dangerous terrain check to make on 9, 10, 11 elves, because the woods are underneath those two, and the chariot. And that should be about it. So here are the 11 elves. They all pass. That does not bode well for the Cauldron. The ones are about to come up. Cauldron is good.
lucky boy.
Cauldron is fine. I will consider myself lucky there. And with the Witch Elf Death Star ending there, we are going to end up ending our turn. That is it. That is all she wrote, folks. So we're going to go into the top turn. Not a bad turn. If I rolled about an inch more, or well, I would have had to roll like a 10 or 11 to get in.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. Now, on to turn 3 for the Ogres.
I mean, we have to declare a charge here. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense.
100%. These Ogres are going to clear a charge on them.
Yes, sir.
They will flee. They are going to go that far away. Ending there! Making that charge much harder. We're going to attempt a redirect.
Yes, sir.
They have to follow through.
Very good.
Very good, Ogres. Very good. So they're going to attempt to do that. So they are going to fail forward because that is an impossible charge for them right now. Okay, that's actually good because it keeps them outside of the woods. Why? And over here, they're going to not get the Ogre charge, which is nice.
Okay.
And they're going to try, they'll wheel first and try and
move
maximize.
I just stab myself.
Yeah, that'll happen often. And that's where they end up, getting all 3 ranks of the Ogres in and avoiding my Cauldron. But you know what? You're on my 4 rank side, so maybe I'll get a little bit more attacks against you. And that's it for that charge. Now let's see if we rally that guy over there.
Do I make way now or in combat?
I think in combat. It's sometime around challenges.
Okay.
He does not need double ones because he still has 25% of his unit. But he's going to fail. Was he in range of his BSV?
No,
Looks
no.
a little far. Okay, so he's just off the table.
That would have been fantastic. Save some points.
That's true. Yeah. But you know what? I got the Morn Fang. You know what? I earned those Morn Fang. That's going to bring us to as a chariot. He's going to try and earn some more points before he hopefully dies.
Hopefully?
Hopefully dies. Okay. Into the movement phase on a 4 more. No.
No.
You know what? He took 1 early on. It's fine since then. That's going to bring us to the magic phase. 2 dice. Sure, 7 average. You get 2 channels.
Ah, yes.
Boop. I believe I only... Oh, that was a dumb idea on my end. Actually, I can't use her to dispel stuff. And she doesn't channel dice because she's fleeing currently. Well, you know what? All part of the master plan. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I get 5 dice. It's great.
Throw 2 dice at Toothcracker.
Oh, okay. That's a grand total of 8, which is good enough, right?
Yep.
That's scary because I want to stop the troll guys. I only have 5 dice, and I need to double 6 it pretty much. Oh man, that 4-up save, huh? 4-up save coming right up. But I get rid of that toughness. This is toughness, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna gamble. Gonna 2 dice it with a Doomfire Warlock unit. Oh, that's a 6. I was hoping to roll a 4. So you get Toothcracker. You're gonna get the best of both worlds, buddy.
Yep.
You're getting the best of both worlds.
Lore Attribute.
Yes.
Okay.
You're level 5 now to cast Troll Guts if you so choose.
Yep. How many dice you get left?
3.
3. And now, do you have any? You'll still get a +2 to it, right?
Yeah, because I failed with, we'll say them. They can still attempt to stop powers.
Troll Guts.
Oh. Okay, well. Let's try.
I might not get it.
But what's the casting value of Troll Guts?
5, 6. Oh no, it's only 12.
Okay. So that is going to be 10, 11, 13. You know what? We honestly tried here, folks, and the dice just said no. So they're going to have Toothcracker and Troll Guts.
I'm going to try to throw 1 dice at the good old Fire Cloak on a 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Lore Attribute.
Oh, yes.
I get it. So I'll get a +1 to dispel your next thing.
Oh, okay.
And then a 4 for Cloak.
Oh, you got that too! It's almost the perfect magic phase.
I think it was.
Yeah, it's actually ideal. You got every single spell you wanted off. So at the end of the magic phase, I take 2d6 strength 4 hits.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Cloak. Oh, what great rolling, eh?
That's it. Pretty good.
3 to wound.
Oh, so you're okay.
All right, that's 4 wounds.
I gotta check something.
Okay. Dragonhide Banner?
We're not sure. Now, I'm fine not doing it.
But I think it does work, is my thing. I feel like it's poorly worded. I wish it was worded better. It just as a unit gets to reroll. It's a hit rolls, rerolls.
Okay, so models in a unit Oh no, it's models in a unit, so I don't think so because it's no model that's doing it. It's the
Unit doing it.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, fine. I don't know if it actually works that way, but how many wounds we got? We got 4?
We got 4.
Okay, word save. We have 1.
Oh wow.
If you would be so kind as to pass
No
me
problem,
one.
sir.
Thank you. That'll bring us to the one remaining model to shoot in the shooting phase. What are we thinking? Like right through, or just to peg him?
Because I'm only gonna hit one of those riders.
Right.
I couldn't get a great angle. Yeah, so let's just try to hit the bolt thrower.
Bolt thrower then. 10 from the back of the bolt thrower. Okay.
2.
8 away from the back of it. It will hit up. 6, so it's 8 away from the back. It should hit because of the
You're
width of it.
2-inch, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, you're definitely hitting him.
Okay.
2 to wound.
Let's see if it gets him this time.
Okay, d6 damage. A 1? No. That will wreck the war machine. She's gone, and that'll be a panic check on there. It's going to do one of those things where I'm going to roll it and see if it matters. Don't have to check it up. Look,
Okay, good.
We pass. I don't know if a panicking unit can panic again. I don't think they can, but it's safer to roll first and then check. Well, it's not safer. It's just quicker. So we've made way, and we only brought the butcher up for the glittering scales fencer's blades.
Yes.
Yes.
So I believe it's impact attacks first.
Yes. I'm not going to bother with any challenges. I assume you're not.
I will declare a challenge, but the impact attacks are going to go.
Oh, yeah. That's the impact hits wouldn't matter anyways. It's going to hit
Yep.
unit like shooting attacks.
I'm strength. Oh, these are like strength 7.
Yeah, they're all wounding on. 3 of them wounding on 2s. We have
3.
3. Ward! 1 witch elf gets crushed.
I'll leave her here for combat res.
Right. I'm just going to decline the challenge and just fight normally. Champion can't be persuaded not to fight. I have no other characters. They're dead. They got cannoned.
That's true.
So we got a pretty uphill battle. We got a pretty mighty Death Star here, but I don't bring flaming attacks anymore because Josh is wise enough and brings the Dragonbane gem now. And we've discussed beforehand. I'm not going to bother bringing flame attacks. We don't have to worry about bringing the Dragonbane gem. The Dragonbane gem is too good against a challenge character, which I brought Hellbron, but unfortunately she died. Anyways, I go first. So coming over here, I have all 4 of the frontage able to attack, but 2 of the ranks or rows have to attack the stupid Slaughter Masters. We're gonna get. We hit him on 5s with -1. So we're gonna have 4 attacks on her, 3 attacks on her for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into the Slaughter Master, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into the actual unit. 6s to hit the Slaughter Master, but we have always strikes first, and the 6s are poison
I'm
attacks.
immune to poison.
No, that's right. He is. It's like a weird obscure rule.
Yeah.
So we have 3 hits on him, wounding him on 6s, I assume?
He's T good right now. He's T6.
So we have 1 wound on him at AP1.
Okay. 4 upward. Or not.
Regen, 4th regen, yeah. We do damage to him.
Very good.
He's gonna have 4 wounds remaining. Now it attacks into the unit. We hit on 4. Wait, no, we hit. What's the weapon skill of the unit, the Iron Guts?
Weapon skill is, I think it's only 3.
So it is only 3 to hit them. Re-rolling. Ooh, that only got me 1 poison. They're T6 now, or are they T5? Oh, it doesn't matter.
T5, the unit.
So 6 is to wound, re-rolling because I'm only strength 3. Got 3 wounds on the unit.
Okay.
Oof. 6 ups.
They are heavy armor,
Right.
so it's Razor Standard?
Yeah.
So it's 6s.
6 up and then a 4 board.
I reroll 1s.
Right.
No.
And then ward. I do 2. All right.
Okay.
So I do a total of 3 damage. Super scary. Oh boy, how I regret that I fled with... It was actually unfortunate circumstances that I fled with my sorceress. Troll guts went off. A lot of bad things happened here. Slaughter Master has 5 attacks.
Yep, with the paired weapons. I use weapon skill 4. So looking for 4s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s.
All right. So we have 1 hit with him.
Oof.
And strength 5 on him?
Strength 5 right now, yeah.
3 to wound. 2 to wound, sorry, 2 to wound.
Yes.
And I ward it.
Okay. Breath weapon from the banner.
It's 2d6, strength 3.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, 9, pretty good roll. And this gives me always strikes last as well.
Correct, yeah.
Oh boy. Reroll 1s. There we go. 8 wards! We make 1, so we're just gonna lose 7 witch elves. Okay, we're just gonna lose 7. We're just gonna pull 3 from here. And we're just gonna pull that back right there, because we don't need them anymore. You know what, they're not doing anything for me, obviously. 3 supporting attacks from the Bruiser. Okay, they all hit. And these are 2s. And that is going to be wards. 2 more witch elves will perish. Plink, plink. Okay. The rest of the great weapon attacks
Indeed, sir.
from the Ogres. These hit on 4s. Oh no. Yeah, 4s.
Yep, I think it's 4s.
Reroll 1s.
Ooh, not great.
V1.
2s.
2s to wound. Oof. And that is going to be 4 dead ladies. Which will be you. three of you. I'm gonna pull you.
I think you start pulling. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, I gotta pull from this rank over here. Technically, she gets pulled first, but she is currently trapped under that, so we're just gonna leave her there. And then 3 stomps into my Witch Elves. Ho!
Reroll ones.
Ho!
Okay.
Okay. That's 3 wounds.
Yep.
Ward. I save 1, so 2 more die. So you will die, and then I will pull you, and then combat res isn't so great for the Witch Elves. So with combat res, Josh did 16 wounds to me. He charged me with 2 kinds of banners, and the man's got 3 ranks. So we have some pretty overwhelming combat results here. Now on my end, I've got a banner. I have got 1 complete rank. I have dealt 3 damage to you. And that, my friends, is everything. Ooh is right. So we have double 1 sustain, no reroll, and I can see. Because they're going to break. You know what? Let's see if you catch me. I'm curious if you catch me.
Okay. I will elect to pursue.
So I'm going to roll an 8.
Okay.
And you're going to get. Ooh,
9.
A 9. So that crumbles the entire horde. Josh, good game.
Good game, sir.
Good game. Josh isn't going to make it home tonight, though. That was not such a bad game in all seriousness. There was a lot of unfortunate circumstances. I don't know if that was a mistake. It was just really good timing on your end to be able to charge them on the time you wanted to go in there and buff yourself up.
Yes.
We'll do a quick little post game here because charging them, she can't stop powers. If I took the charge, I could have stopped. Actually, she probably would have been fine.
I do have them set up. They're not Wizzy Wig. They're a 2-hand weapon.
Right.
So that means each of the guys in the front has 4 attacks, plus the champ has 5.
Right. So maybe she actually probably would have died because they walked through that other squad. Now, yeah.
I probably would have been able to combat res crumble you.
I think so, yeah.
You could have got away, but either way, it's not great.
Probably could have got away. It's a big risk to be able to deny the powers. The worst part is that you rolled so low, and then I followed up by rolling low and failing by like 1 or 2 to deny the power.
Yes.
So not having level 4 really crippled me there. That was just awesome timing on your end, and maybe a questionable decision on mine. These woods acting up as didn't actually do all that much in the end. It ended up killing 1 of these guys. It didn't hurt me as much as we thought it would, other than the elves over here. Now I did make a mistake with the fast cavalry. When I set the fast cavalry up, I put my musician here, which allowed you to charge, because I could have taken that model away, but then I realized as my musician I couldn't take him away.
Gotcha.
And then that's where the charge came in, and then you kind of chained through, and you killed 2 Dark Rider units. But
Their hunger is satiated at this point.
And they were okay just to sit there and feed because they rolled the double 1s.
Yeah.
And then obviously losing Hellbraun and what's her name? My BSB. I don't really care about the BSB because that literally happens all the time.
Yeah, I think we were assuming that was going to happen.
Yeah.
The Hellbraun early kind of, I don't know.
It's
the standard lazy wargamer where like I kind of tried to educate myself a little bit as you were like saying what your list was, and I tried to figure, but meh.
Right. It's just like shoot a cannon at her. Don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
And then that worked out perfectly. Now Hellbraun.
No, I never assumed I would have done that. My goal was to kill the cauldron,
'Cause that's an easy
and then
target.
just try to figure out how to kill you in combat. I never thought I was going to shoot you to death.
Right.
I had, when we talked about it earlier, because again, I don't like building like SKU lists or tailored lists or all that.
Right.
I had considered doing man-eaters with the pistols.
Right, just to go for Hellbraun specifically.
And just like to take sniper.
Yeah.
And just to basically, their goal was pretty much going to be probably to suicide.
Right.
If they needed to, but to get in the best position possible and just unload brace of ogre pistols.
Right.
And hope you failed enough wards and lookout sirs.
Exactly. With the regen up, hypothetically speaking, even if I had Hellbraun, with you having regen up, I probably wouldn't have made a difference. Even with her amount of attacks she would have had, she would.
Do you want to just for fun roll the attacks to see Hellbraun versus the Slaughtermaster, see what happens?
Because I don't know if I would have accepted the challenge in the Slaughtermaster.
You don't think so?
I would have.
Well, because if you didn't, then I wouldn't have let her fight, right?
Right. It's one of those. I would have accepted with a unit champion instead, and then but then no, Hellbraun would have gotten. I have to accept with Hellbraun, otherwise the unit beats her up. She's so fragile. She's toughness 3 with 3 wounds of 5 aboard. That's all she has. So she has to challenge every time and kill the person she's fighting beforehand. So let's do a mock battle, right?
Okay, sure.
Let's
so you get D3 extra attacks, right?
Right. So she has 4 base.
Yep.
She gets 2 for her frenzy because of her witch brew, and then she gets 1 prepared weapon, and then that puts her at 5, 6, 7, and then she gets an extra D3 from the other thing. So she has 9 attacks. Now, because of the Fencer's Blade and Glittering Scales, I'd hit the guy on a 4, -1 hitting on 5s.
Oh, actually, yeah, because I think you weren't. Were you hitting on what's the weapon skill? The Witch Elves?
I hit on 6s with them, but their weapon skill 4.
Okay, we would have been rolling at 5s, but I don't think it really made it.
I did 6s.
Oh, did you do 6s?
Because
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because I made the poison comment, and you're like, I'm immune to poison. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. So like,
Oh,
I'm like, at least I had poison on the 6s. But Hellbraun would hit on 5s, re-rolling for always strikes first. Her poison again won't matter against the Slaughtermaster. So not a great roll.
Yep.
And then so this can't even kill him.
So I just lived. Yeah.
I kill him on 2s. Or I wound him on 2s.
Yep.
Re-roll if I need to. And you have a 4 up board because you did get the regen off.
Yeah.
So
I take 3.
He'd have 2 wounds left, and honestly, the combat results would have been the exact same. It would have washed me. It was the regen. Well, no, it's the combo of weapons. It is a good combination of weapons.
And it's one where like I take it all the time, but I'm totally cool with not taking it. But it's one of those like, especially the
what else are you gonna take as ogres?
The calling game. Well, you don't take the weapon upgrades. He just sits in the back. Actually, he didn't take it. He didn't take that against Cullen. I think he went with the what's the earthing rod.
Right.
And then the Crown of Command and like some other random thing.
Just actual wizard stuff?
Wizards. Yeah, he took wizard stuff.
Right, okay.
But yeah, the idea is, whenever I can, I try to make sure he challenge, because again, usually characters. But if you can challenge in such a way that you also lose
block, right?
attacks,
Exactly, yeah. That's ideally what you want to do. Now, I guess the frontage I have here is not ideal either. It was because I'm Witch Elves, I have to overrun. It puts me in these weird situations.
Yep.
Now the Fencer, the Glittering Scales Fencer's Blade. So I guess this is actually a pretty good proof of what would happen with the Death Star. Even if I had Hellbraun there, wouldn't have mattered because he would have won.
Yeah. Now, if I had fully understood your immune psychology, more than likely, I think it would have brought the Firebelly up.
And then just
try to get as much combat crazy. Well,
right.
Maybe no. Maybe I would have saved it for next turn to try to get extra combat res next turn.
Right, because Josh was under the impression I was technically unbreakable.
I thought I had to. Yeah, because I wasn't. Again, it's been more than a while.
It's been a day.
I've never played against this. I thought I had to kill your frenzy off, and then next turn I can make you flee with combat res.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, if that makes sense, why I made the decisions I did.
Yeah. So I ideally with frenzy, the second I lose combat, I lose frenzy and I lose the immune to psychology as well.
Yep.
Ideally with the list I brought today, it was supposed to be harassing with the bolt throwers, but this large rock kind of made it. I harassed a good amount with them. I wanted to be able to run around and chase down. The plan was to, on my next turn, after the combat here, go up and hex the unit a bunch, soul blight them with them, assuming I had enough magic dice, and then whatever the hex is for Dark Elves, where it lowers their weapon skill, ballistic skill, and all that stuff too.
Now, I did have the Rune Maw still in that unit.
That's true, that's right, I forgot about that.
If I 2 up, I could just throw it somewhere else.
And in this case, it would have gone nowhere, it would have just whiffed. I would have failed myself. So that's actually a very good point, the Rune Maw. That is a very defensive unit. Essentially, if I stopped the Troll Guts, and I had Hellbraun, no, it still would have been in your favor because I just didn't roll that well. Yep. No, actually, yeah, even without the Troll Guts, it would have been iffy. You still probably would have had it. It's just a really good character. It's got 5 wounds. It's hard to hit it, and if it doesn't die, it just heals wounds en masse with its lore attribute next turn.
And that's where you just cast a lot of those. And that was actually part of the motivation with always making sure I get Spine Mirror. Even though I've got Stubborn on that unit, putting Stubborn on other stuff is cool, but having something that I cast super easy.
Right, just to get a wound.
Be like, I got a wound back.
Right.
You know.
There's the weird off chance where you could kill yourself, but it's on a 1 on a d6.
It's very often.
And it's still a wound.
I throw 1 dice at the end of the cast.
Yeah.
Like I save 1 dice to just try to get that extra wound because on a 3, cool. You know, the 3 then on 2 up.
Exactly. Back. And that's a really good way to sustain that character.
Yeah. I thought about some other builds. I thought about if he's not going to be coming up into combat, using the Forbidden whatever doohickey. You get extra casting dice.
Yeah, but you take wounds, but you don't care because you have your lore attribute. Yeah,
I got my lore attribute, and I think it's D3, which is enough to kill most Lord level wizards.
Yeah.
But he don't care.
He'll never care. Yeah, he wouldn't literally never die.
It can be bad if he takes 3 wounds and all that. Like, it's
but you can
still
choose.
Risky, but I can kind of, I'm going to save one of my magic phases. I think it's, I don't know, you get like D3 or D6 power dice.
But you can choose when to use it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's 1 use only.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's right. It's 1 use only. But that's super safe for a Slaughtermaster especially to use.
Yeah, I think out of all the wizards in the game, it's probably the safest on him.
Freaking ogres got me again. They are hard to beat. I remember one time specifically I got a draw.
Yeah, you did. Now, that game, it's still one of my favorite games because Luka conceded twice in that game, and then he conceded.
And like, wait a second.
And as we were kind of cleaning up, he's like, wait, no, wait. And then we played that turnout.
Right.
And then it didn't go the way you wanted, so you conceded
I'm like,
again.
ask
So
her
you
that,
started
because
to clean up again. Then you were like, wait, this
Wait
would
a
happen.
second. What about this? Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of that.
So if you remember, like, from years ago when I was filming content still, and I think there was a day that 2 fantasy games didn't go up or something, it was that.
That was because of me. I got the draw, though, people. I got it for you. I got it for you.
Super entertaining. So I'm just going to use this opportunity to say, because I guess if you're still watching me chit chat this late into the video, you probably don't hate me,
Okay, that's fair.
or maybe you really do. It's one or the other.
The second you won, they just left because they were pissed off.
They're like, not again, not again.
Stupid ogres.
Well, because Colin beat me last game because we screwed up the steadfast thing.
Oh, so he would have theoretically. He should have won.
Probably
Yeah.
would have continued on to beat me. I can't think of a way that he wouldn't have.
Right.
But, I am still looking for some Grimhorn Rhinox riders.
What with them? What else?
Well, okay, so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and embarrass myself a little bit because the fellow that sent me the rules for the Rhinox riders, the 8th edition experimental ones, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but
Please send them
you
again.
know who you are and you're awesome. Well, no, I have them already.
Oh, okay.
I just can't thank you properly.
Oh.
And then I am on the hunt for some Wood Elves. I don't know why I decided I wanted to buy another fantasy army. Probably because I'm an idiot and I've got to play twice in like the last... Or I've got to play 3 times in like the last 2 years. So I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity to spend money and buy another army.
That's incredibly
and especially
reasonable.
something like Wood Elves where I'm going to take forever to learn.
Yeah. Which is the complete opposite play style of ogres.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Because I think with Wood Elves, you actually have to understand the rules of the game somewhat.
You might be right on that
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, if anybody out there has, ideally I'm aiming for either like a giant full collection I don't have to paint and it's done and I can just buy in one chunk, or find some stuff that's new in box, new on sprue, or maybe not in bad shape and can get stripped and repainted. I don't want to buy a bunch of different people's painted collections that aren't all going to match.
Been there, done that.
So many times. So many times. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for some Wood Elves right now. So if you're interested in getting rid of some, or you get a buddy that might want to, sell them to me, shoot me an email, josh@manywargaming.com.
As simple as that. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And stay tuned for more Land Before Time. Land Before End Times. End Times.
Yeah.
Warhammer Fantasy Battle Reports. See you guys next time. Happy wargaming.